Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another Harry Novak movie. Yesterday we did Scream in the Streets. Today it's Axe. Let's check it out. The movie starts out with three criminals entering a hotel room. They're waiting for these guys.
Hello, Aubrey. I don't steal.
Well, they burn a cigar on his mouth, or in his mouth. They beat the crap out of him. And ultimately, they kill him. And after they beat up to death his friend, this guy takes a dive out the window. Cut away to a scene with a girl named Lisa, and this is her invalid grandfather that she takes care of. He's mute and paralyzed and doesn't do anything but watch television. Meanwhile, our three criminals stop at a grocery store and they got nothing better to do than to terrorize the clerk and shoot fruit. Then they make the clerk take her shirt off. Ultimately, all they want to do is tease her and shoot tomatoes off her head. It's not what you think. Lisa shaves Grandpa, too. Ultimately, our three criminals show up at the farmhouse where Lisa and her grandfather live. They're looking for a place to hide out.
What do you want?
We don't mean any harm, man. No, we obviously put it out in the car. He needs a place to lie down. Yeah, boy.
They decide to stay.
Yeah, big boy. You've been acting funny all day. When you wish snap out of it. Excuse me.
Kind of an odd scene in the film, which really doesn't play into any part of the plot, but they insinuate here that Lisa wants to commit suicide.
Lisa,
She doesn't do it, though.
Lisa, I'd like to talk to you. Why don't you guys let up?
They put a hat on Grandpa. They kind of toyed with him a bit.
Look, Billy boy, either you straight down the
That night, or perhaps the next night, I don't know, Lisa has a visitor in her bedroom. And the guy jumps on top of her. Clearly he has other things in mind for Lisa. But what he didn't bargain on was Lisa having that straight razor next to her bed. Now, what to do with the body? She drags him to the bathtub. And puts him in a trunk. There, he's gonna help her move the trunk into the attic. finds out.
Who?
The other one. He said he'd kill me if I told.
Why would he kill Lomax? He must be crazy.
This guy kind of opens up to Lisa a little bit.
Lisa, I can't go to the police. I'm involved in a murder. Will you help me?
And then there's this guy.
You know, you're a pretty girl. A very pretty girl.
He's got some impure thoughts as well, clearly.
I'm quite glad we're a woman like this.
And then he attacks her as well. Right in front of Grandpa. Now remember that axe? It's now in the living room.
Outrageous.
Lisa goes about her business, making lunch.
Where's Steele?
I don't know. He was gone when I got back.
Well, he couldn't be far. His car's still out back.
While she feeds Grandpa his tomato soup, he notices something strange coming from the fireplace. That's not normal.
Oh, God.
Not sure how she stuck him up there. Anyway, the guy takes off running just as the police happen to show up. Shoot first and ask questions later. That's the end of our film. All right, let's talk about the movie Axe, also known as the California Axe Murders, California Axe Massacre, and of course, Lisa Lisa. It's a very short film, 6 to 8 minutes long, even though it has 5 minutes of credits as well, so it goes by pretty quickly. We have a story here about 3 guys who are involved in this murder in this hotel, and another guy, to avoid being killed, decided to jump out a window. So there's 2 people dead, and these 3 criminals decide to flee the scene and go on the run. Now, there's no cops or anything chasing them ever, so I don't know if they're really on the run, but nonetheless, they decide to go hide out. They end up heading to this rural farmhouse, and I guess it's supposed to be California, but it's actually shot in rural Charlotte area, North Carolina. And inside this house lives Lisa and her invalid grandfather. Lisa takes care of her grandfather. He's paralyzed. He's in a wheelchair. He does nothing all day but watch TV. She feeds him and shaves him and does everything for him. Well, they burst in. She doesn't want them there, but they're going to stay, right? So anyway, it's these 3 criminals, Lisa and her grandfather. At one point, one of the guys tries to basically rape Lisa, and she has a straight razor next to her bed, so she reaches over and she slices this guy's neck, kills him. She puts him in a trunk, and then another guy finds the trunk later on and says, "What the hell happened here?" And she says, "Oh no, I didn't do this. The other guy did it." So anyway, the other guy then at one point is attacking Lisa, and she takes an axe to him, chops him up in the living room. Blood splatters all over Grandpa during that scene, and eventually, the cops show up, and the one guy who is left, who is kind of like friendly to Lisa, wasn't mean to her or anything, he runs out the door and the cops shoot him. End of movie. That's it. So, is this a decent film? You know what? I was actually pretty entertained by it. Like I said, it's only 63 minutes long, and that's all it needed to be. It was fairly fast paced and just kept going. And it was entertaining. No nudity in this film. Obviously, there is some violence and a little bit of gore, not much, but yeah. This movie I've had on Something Weird Video here since about 15 years ago or so. It has since been re-released not too long ago with another movie called Kidnap Co-Ed. I think Severin put it out on a Blu-ray. Lisa Leslie declined to be interviewed for that Blu-ray. I don't know why. She's done like 2 other movies other than this one. But anyway, I didn't think this movie was bad. This particular Something Weird video has an extra on it, the movie Electric Chair, which I reviewed a couple of weeks, actually about a week ago or so. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, at last, total terror, right? So anyway, it's actually not a bad film. Very short, but you'll be entertained by it. So let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. It's called Axe. And wasn't that opening screen, title screen pretty cool in this? Where the axe comes down? I like that. Check it out. It's called Axe. Let me know what you think about it. Bye.